This is a story about 3 cooked computer science grads and the most stressful week in their company's career. It's a lock because we're locked in. A wise man once told me that there's centuries where nothing happens, then weeks where decades happen. And right now, we're definitely feeling those centuries. And although we'd managed to make our first sale last month, it was for a completely different product. They made us feel like Blueside, our main product that we put all our time into, might just be a lost cause. But that's when the 4 characters of today's story come in. Harry, Sam, Elliot, and Jill. Yeah, I changed the names. So let's start with Harry. Back in December, we'd cold emailed a law firm and got a response. But after we demoed Blueside to them, they decided it wasn't a fit. However, they liked us enough to give us an intro to Harry. Harry was a busy man, but after some back and forth, we managed to book a spot in his diary in what will soon be the most stressful week in our company's history. Next up was Sam. And this was a bit of a maneuver. The OG looking for workers remember when we got a meeting with a pretty huge law firm. Now, we flopped the meeting, but there was a part we didn't show. One of the lawyers suggested a feature for the product, and so I spent 8 hours the next day making it, and then I sent a demo video of it to him. After chatting with him some more, he decided that he wasn't really interested in it, but it impressed him enough to intro us to somebody who might be. And so after an email their way, we locked in our second meeting. Now, Elliot. We actually just got lucky on Elliot. He saw one of our LinkedIn posts and reached out for a meeting.
Bosh.
And finally, Jill. We're gonna get back to Jill. Now we had the meetings ready, but Blueside wasn't. So I convinced the lads to come round for the lock-in session of a lifetime. We'd been working on a big update and booked the meetings for what we thought would be enough time, but it was getting scary close. So there wasn't a moment to lose.
Lou, show us the daddy mug.
Thumbnail territory,
The daddy of the code. We're cooked. We had 3 days to get shit working and it wasn't looking good.
What? Did I say that?
Things were breaking left and right, and trying to condense 3 weeks of dev time down to 3 days was taking its toll.
Don't click the dreaded X in the demo, otherwise this is about to happen.
Wednesday came around and we had an absolute stint. Our first meeting was at 9 AM the next morning, so we didn't have a choice.
Joel is so locked in, man. That's crazy.
Line by line, the code went down and we were starting to get delirious.
Go to thumbnail. I just want to get logging into work. We've got worse.
But as 3 AM rolled around, Lou polished off the final version, ready for the morning's demo.
Oh my God!
After getting 5 hours of beauty sleep, we woke up to get Joel set up for the meeting. A better filmmaker would have filmed it, but things did not go as planned. See, Joel was the one doing the demo, but the whole time yesterday, he was working on authentication stuff, while me and Lewis were actually coding on the add-in. And this shouldn't have been a problem, he should have just been able to use our code, but when he pulled things over to his end, everything broke. And we had 10 minutes to fix it before the meeting. And I wish we could say we did. The meeting started and Joel had no choice but to demo the version we had back in November. And he did a f***ing good job.
That was good.
There's a reason why he's the resident salesman. After he talked his way through the meeting, he sent a demo of the new version, and Harry got back to us saying that he was going to meet with his senior management to discuss it. We spent the rest of the day fixing the code to make sure that never happened again.
Press that dreaded X where you like now.
Whew. And so, when Friday rolled around, we hoped things would go a little bit more smoothly. Sam was up first, and me and Joel double-teamed the meeting. He requested one feature, but we'd already planned to make it anyway. So he said he'd speak to his team and get back to us. Elliot was next, and this one I took solo. With the demo ready, I joined the call and we made our introductions. But then, I wasn't actually sure if this was a sales call for him or for me. I'd realised just before the meeting that his company also sells to small businesses, and he was the one that reached out to me, and we were kind of in a Mexican standoff of startup sales. But I drew first, and I got my demo up, and he actually seemed to like it. We ended up chatting about AI and startups, and he asked for me to send over a demo that he could show the rest of his team. And so, after the meeting, I sent one over. And finally, Jill. So, this meeting actually happened back in November. It was one of the first meetings we had, and it went really well. We ended up sending our security docs over to Jill's team, but then...
Bravo 6, going dark.
And over the course of 4 months, Joel sent 15 follow-up emails before getting back their review of the security docs. Me and Lewis had given up all hope at this point of Jill actually wanting the product, since it'd been over a month since we last even had contact with them. But then, as we went out to celebrate our demos going well, we got an email back from them. And well, they said they'd actually be interested in a paid pilot of Blue Side. Now, these companies move slowly, so I don't know how long it would actually take to close any of these deals, or if they'll go through at all, but it gave us the morale boost we seriously needed. And so do you looking for workers, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.